Welcome to Mind Tricks. I am your host, Israel Picasso. We are tuning live from St. Louis, Missouri. This is a podcast where we talk about religion, how it affects you, where it came from, the tricks of it. We also talk about spirituality, ancient studies, and conspiracy theories. Today's guest is, tell them who you is and where you tuning in from.
Hey, my name is Heru Conscious. I'm from the absolute from Sirius Star, but I'm all over this place. What you call your present world. I've lived some of everywhere. I've experienced some of everything, and I'm here to acknowledge and accept today's challenge of it just enlightening and also just bringing forth my personal experience and knowledge or wisdom into the show. I greet you, brother,
Okay.
in an ancient greeting. I bet so. I mean, this is true peace. That means greetings when I say Rahu Bet. But what I'm saying is that
Rahul back.
I greet you, my brother.
I
Yes,
should, I
sir. And
should, I should,
we're
I
gonna make
should,
this thing happen tonight.
I should.
Sure, sure.
All right. Now look, now we going into this. We stepping off onto this earth, right? I want to talk to the people and kind of get them in tune to how do we get on this part of the existence.
Well, what you have to understand when you, and if I'm understanding you correctly, how do we begin to become third density?
Yes.
And that level or nature of consciousness, so to speak. You have to understand that number one, the true awakening is awakening to your divine self, and that is awakening to the great I am, which is the energy force was that's within all living things in this physical plane. And when you come to that inner overstanding, um, you now begin to now look into why you're here. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're here because you want to experience, but how did you get here? What was the process, right? That
Right.
particular process was more or less what you're looking at a vibration number one, intention number two, and then you're looking at magnetism that brings it all together. See, you have to understand what matter is and how matter forms, what makes it solidify, what makes it less condensed or condensed. And when you look at that thing, you, have to, you absolutely understand why you're here and why you are exactly who you are. So as African people, we were here first. Not saying that, not saying today that anyone's less, because they're just a reflection of ourselves. Um, and I want to be careful with that. What I'm saying is that when you look at Africans as a whole, we were the original people on the earth. It was a black world first. And so uh, it was just the intention of the universe to shed its own light on its own consciousness, so to speak, of self-recognizing self in the physical form. And so with that being said, you hear this term all the time, life is about a dream. Oh man, you got to dive deep into that because this is real. Life is nothing but a dream. Um, what you think you're experiencing right now is just a format for you to learn from. Trust me,
Okay.
there's greater grids, there's greater planes that you're gonna see that at the end of the day, or not even end of the day, because there's no such thing as a day. But
Okay.
what you're gonna learn in the end is that you're not dealing with the mundane world in this ideological thinking. which has been programmed.
Okay.
You've been conditioned to think that 24 hours is a day. Why? Because it's based upon the luminaries, and that's what they teach you. But what if I told you that was just nothing more than a hologram?
Mm. Wow.
It's just a hologram.
Okay. Now,
So what we have to do is, I'll be honest with you, and bro, I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to get this point out real
no,
quick.
come on. Yeah, no, you good.
What we have to do right now, and no, I was gonna say, in order for people to understand this broadcasting right now, is we have to unfuck our minds. We have to forget about what the hell everybody taught us, and actually live on experience, and live on our nature or our natural ability to perceive what is going on. Because trust me, there's not an animal, there's not a plant that lives on a watch. We do. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? At some point, everything else in this physical plane of existence doesn't have a watch except for us.
Right. That's crazy.
And that's
crazy.
And that's real, brother. So I'm gonna hand it back to you.
No. I want to ask you now, for us, like people saying like that we came here on a journey, like for us, like fallen angels, like in the book of Enoch, right? They saying we got here because we fell from, when Lucifer fell from grace. Is that true in a sense, or is that the same thing you was just saying?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm waiting for all these good Christians and believers that want to jump in here, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you are Lucifer.
Yeah.
You fell from your crown chakra to the root, and the only reason why you're here right now is the experience. You're gonna experience so that you can go from your root chakra to your crown, and there's many levels of the crown. And so I have a lot of information to break this down, maybe later in the broadcast. But what I'm saying is that, my brother, as simple as I can say it, I'm telling these people right now, they are Lucifer.
Yeah.
And they need to understand what's going on.
So basically you're saying everybody got that beast self. Everybody got that beast. They say the number of the beast is 666, right? 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, right? Okay, so basically you just saying like everybody got to tame that lower self to create their higher self. Once you tame that flesh, which came from the earth, which caused you to do things that's beastly like, once you tame that, you can tap into your spirit self, which is your higher self, your crown chakra. Am I correct?
Well, let me break it down this way, brother, because you are correct in a way. But what I want people to understand is that you started from your higher self.
Okay.
And then you forgot about you forgot about your higher state of being, your higher nature. Okay. In order for you to be on this physical plane of existence, the only thing that most people understand is third density. So you believe what you see in front of you, although you can't fathom what's going on outside of what you see. And so what happens is that you get, your cats and dogs, you might think that they acting strange. They looking at certain things. They running around. They at 3 o'clock in the morning, your cat acting a fool is running around all around the house. He said, "Woo boy, I'm fast." You know what I mean? And you like, what the fuck wrong with this damn cat? Or why my dog doing this? Why is it chasing nothing? They see something that you don't see.
Yeah.
And so now what we're realizing and what we're witnessing today is that we're coming into the merging of realities. You are shifting from three-dimensional thinking or consciousness into fifth-dimensional thinking or consciousness. And so therefore you're able to actually articulate and see what's going on outside of the material world. This is why opening your third eye is so important. Your intuition. And there's certain things that you're going to be aware of that you was never aware of. I promise you this, bro, and I'm gonna say this, and I know that a lot of people are gonna get upset when I say this, but this shit has nothing to do with your damn diet. Nothing.
Come on now, talk to me now. I need to hear about that because a lot of people been talking about you need to do this and do that and eat this way, or your chakras won't be balanced. And talk to me.
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. And that made me laugh because I know some folks down there in New Orleans right now. They eat fucking pork and they third eye wide open.
Yeah.
And they talk so heavy that you're gonna ask them to write it down what they're saying because you can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this: we can't get caught up and subjugated to material matters. It's not about what you eat. It's not about your lifestyle, what you do. It's just that when you wake up, you wake up. And trust me, people are not going to accept your awakening. They're not. I don't give a shit how good of a friend you think they are. What's going to happen is that they're going to separate themselves from you for a reason. And the reason why they do that, because they cannot match your frequency.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about, frequency. You have to understand that every single person is exactly where they're supposed to be right at this time. So I don't give a shit if I get on here and blast this radio station off. There's nobody going to wake up that's not supposed to wake up at this time. They're going to wake up when they're supposed to.
Agreed.
They can walk right past this little park of recreation all the time for the next 10 years. And then 10 years from now, they'll turn around and say, I never knew this park was here. Well, sure it was here, but you never realized it because your frequencies wasn't there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wasn't tuned in. So that's what it's about. It's about being tuned in, and that's how they kill you. They kill you with that frequency when you tune in. You know, whatever you tune into, that's what's gonna control you.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a question for you, brother.
It's what you pay attention to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Now look. Now, growing up in school, they always taught us that we had 7 continents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm hearing that it's an 8th continent called Shambhala or something like that, and it's in the inner earth. Can you speak on that?
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna give you, bro, and I'll be completely honest with you. I've done some extensive research on this, and you know what they're giving you is complete pseudoscience. It's just to mix you up because they want to keep you off of the real physical plane, and the real physical plane is much more than what they've been giving all this time. There are absolutely more continents than what they say. Antarctica is not a continent at all. It's an ice wall. There's more land and resources beyond that, and this is why. And this is why, like, I laugh at the whole theory of flat Earth, and I also laugh at the whole theory of a globe. It's stupid because at the end of the day, if you cannot recognize that you're on a physical plane of existence, then you have not really tapped in, and you have not connected with your ancestors.
Yeah, you ain't.
And so I don't care who gets upset by that right now.
There you go.
Oh, my bad. I don't I don't really care who gets upset by that, or the matter of the opinion. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. If you have not come to the realization that this is a physical plane of existence and the earth is not flat nor is round, then you have not tapped in and you have not connected with your ancestors. And it's just as simple as that. Because you have to understand, you have a bunch of lies that's being propagated to the conscious community and also just the rest of the masses. I'm gonna give you
Okay,
another
well,
one, brother. I know that this is not. I know this is not dealing with your question, but I'm just gonna give some people something to think about. We
yeah,
all
come on.
know as the conscious community that woman was not created from man's rib. But on the flip side, do you really believe that women was here and getting impregnated without men involved? That's just stupid.
Hey, look,
As far as what
that,
I've studied and what I
hey,
know.
look, two people told me that. You hear me? Two people told me that. Now this
Yes,
the
sir.
third time I heard this. Now, please speak on this because I want them to hear this. After this, I'm gonna send it straight to them because I need them to hear this shit.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna go in. I can go that physical representation of man and woman was always simultaneously. There was never a point in time where one was absent. And when you think about giving birth to something, it takes masculine and feminine energy. The same with the universe, and that's what we are. We're a reflection of the universe. Okay, so how do you turn around and say, well, okay, woman came from man's rib. That's imbalance and it's chaos. Or if you turn around and say, well, women was here first and they just come from men. That's chaos. It's imbalance.
Correct.
And what I'm
We
saying is
gotta
I can
have
get
some.
very scientific right now. I can get very
Come on, talk
scientific
to me.
beyond measure. And trust me, when I posted this on my Facebook, a lot of people was very upset because they couldn't defeat me on it. All I'm saying is, if this was ever true, birth to a child without a man, and everybody say, well, white people hid this from us. I say, hold on, y'all just giving them way too much power. You really seriously believe that the nature of all things is going to be kept from all men?
Right.
Surely some white people should know about this, and they're not. You mean tell me they're not speaking about it, especially white women? Come on, man, you got to think bigger than that. And so, and even if they don't desire a black man, we don't have to go that deep. But what I'm saying is, and the truth is, they're not going to. There's no way it can be suppressed, at least not for this long. And so what I'm saying is that what I'm trying to break down is that a lot of the information we're getting from the internet is not facts.
Hey, what up, brothers?
What?
So we
Peace,
have to
God.
we
Peace,
have to
God.
down. Hey, peace and love to you,
Hey,
Mark.
peace and
Oh,
blessings.
this Marcus. Peace, King.
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, how you doing,
Ah,
brothers?
brother, how you doing, man?
Good,
Glad
good,
you
good. I'm just
instructions.
hanging in there. I'm just listening.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm not messing around. But what I'm saying is very crystal clear, and I think people need to wake up to the truth. It's balancing all things, and it's just a heat. You got this a he and a she, and they're together. They're
Yeah.
not separate, and they is that you're putting an it on it. You know what I mean? And it's the truth is what you're looking at is an unconscious force. So in other words, God would know that it had an asshole or elbow.
Yeah.
We are what make God conscious that it has an asshole or elbow.
Come on now. Talk to
You
me.
understand? We are God. We are Bible. That's what Jesus taught. He said, "I and Father are one." It can't get no more simpler or plain than that.
Most definitely.
You have to understand what he was saying. You have to understand, towards the end of his messianic reign or his end of his ministry, I should say, what he did is he attained Christ consciousness. He came to the awareness that there's nothing separate. Everything is one.
Yeah.
Although you got all these people out here today, they believe that there's something outside themselves that's going to make this happen, which is nonsense. It's the
You there,
foolery and
God?
the fuckery of the white man.
Yeah.
Yeah, can y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, great. I just wanted to make sure everybody can hear me.
Yeah,
But
man.
what I'm saying is, of, of the opposition. Whereas what we're talking about is nature, except what these folks is giving them, and it's outside of nature. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping tonight, through this podcast, man, we gonna put into to a lot of
Most definitely. That's what it's about, man. Because a lot of these
we get
folks
some
need to
questions
hear this
and
shit.
things answered. But
Yep. They have to, brothers. Yo, shit. They, they have to listen. Dead on serious. They have to
so,
listen.
Now,
yes, I
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you
I
another
promise
question.
folks that
You there?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
okay,
But this
yeah,
brother's
I'm here,
kind of
bro.
lagging over here.
All right. Now, I got another question for you. Now, as far as like, you explained everything about the inner earth and all of that good stuff. I want to go back towards like the chakras and the Christ consciousness. A lot of these folks are very, whiplash with that white Jesus syndrome, with that Jesus Christ syndrome, and they don't know that they got that power. It's nothing but the energy. We talking about the energy that it holds. We're not talking about an actual person. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, absolutely. When I speak Christ consciousness, it's the consciousness and bearing consciousness of all things. That means you inner overstand the nature of self, and when you inner overstand nature of self, you understand or inner overstand, I should say, the nature of all things. Will give you Christ-like walk, and that you got to be perfect. I think that whole mechanism is chaos in itself. It's self-destructive because no human being can possibly be perfect. what worship you use, what format that you try to be about, it's all bullshit, man. And at the end of the day, um, you know, people that at the end of the day, you have to look at everyday life is test and lesson. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up to a different test and I have to learn a lesson. Even though I'm operating from my higher self, I still have to learn that lesson. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um, what I want people to understand is when we speak on Christ consciousness and when we speak on, just your emotional, it has nothing to do with, oh well, a perfect being. You're not perfect, and you're never going to be perfect. Well, actually, your soul is perfect, and your spirit is just a projection of your soul. But what I'm saying, the physical body cannot be perfect. We're we're here, and that's the big what I want people to understand. We have to experience. So there is no right or wrong. You're just living in a world of G's are supposed to go their way, or it's not good. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I I, I can count on a lot of shit I don't agree with that people do, but that's just my own feelings. They do that unless it's pedophilia or some shit like that, rape and murder and all kinds of shit. This is shit we know better not to do. But my whole point is that we know for a fact that um we know what's in the and so when you really look, there's no reason for people to think that good and evil they're God, because now you're being overruled by polarity. You know what I'm saying? What we do is we balance things, and we know right from wrong. So me as a 42-year-old man, I'm not about to go out here and sleep with no 13-year-old. That's ridiculous.
Right.
But you got some people that constructed that shit in their mind according to the scriptures to say, well, oh well, that's acceptable because she's reached puberty. No, asshole, that does not. That's not acceptable.
Nonsense.
Man, that shit crazy. Man, that shit. I wish a nigga would. No disrespect. I almost had to say that.
And
Man,
my
I
thing,
got an 11-year-old daughter upstairs. Man, I don't even play like that, man.
exactly. Listen, my daughter's 8, and I got a niece. And I'm telling you right now,
Yeah,
I wish a motherfucker would, bruh. I'm gonna
that's
say it
real.
live and direct on the live stream. I wish a motherfucker would. Because we have to separate bullshit, man. And you get a lot of these Christians, Hebrew Niggerites, and the goddamn Islamic folks that say, oh well, it's acceptable because that's what the book say. No, jackass, it's not acceptable.
That's real.
Get down. And that's just it. So my message today for this particular taping with you, brother, and I know we almost a half hour in, is don't let this goddamn books get you fucked up out here.
Yeah. Cause like at the end of the day, you gotta know when you come out your mom's womb, your mother's womb, Mother Earth, whatever you want to call it, you ain't looking for no book. You looking for that nipple.
That's right.
Facts.
I mean,
Right.
every single person I know that comes out the womb, you look for your mom's comfort and you look for that tit.
Yeah.
That's every baby that's born into this world. You look for your mom's comfort and you're looking for your mom's tit. That is your God. That's the first prayer you ever give to.
Yeah. That's
And
real.
your father's the provider, so you're praying to him too.
Now, as far as like,
With that ideology. So these
yeah. Now look, I just got like the other day
no,
I
go
was
ahead, brother.
watching the
Shoot your
news,
question.
right? No, look, I just want to. The other day I was watching the news, right? And they said it was some spacecraft that was flying over California, and it was causing national security warnings and shit. It was like basically getting them ready to, go to war and shit. Is that our ancestors, or is that some fake ass shit they trying propaganda they trying to, fuck with our head and do some mind tricks and shit?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. There's a certain thing called the CERN program, and they have machinery to bring in other entities. But what I'm saying is, for someone to see a UFO or something like that, that's just propaganda. It's just meant for you. It's meant to scare you. It's only flesh and blood aliens on this physical plane. And when I say that, I'm talking about Africans. Most of us are A negative or A positive blood type, and that's untraceable. You cannot figure out where that originates from. I'm telling you right now, when I tell people all the time, we're not of this world, we're just in this world, I mean that to be really true. We're not of this world. The earth is nothing more than just your classroom. And it's you're here to learn, to have a physical temporary experience where you can learn the lessons and go through the test. Um, the truth be told, there's nothing outside of that, brother. There's nothing outside of that. Um, we got it in our head that through sci-fi movies, we think that there's going to be Martians and all kind of shit that has advanced technology over us that's visiting this plane. Um, I'm telling you right now, there are entities that we're not aware of, but it's not what you think it is. And believe it or not, they're actually on your side. They're on your side before they became on someone else's.
So is it
So I want to
something?
keep that.
Is it really like a group that controls the world and shit though? That's connected with the underground?
All right, so okay, let's go ahead and get into it because I feel like brother, you want the answer, and I want to give it to you. I want to give it to you, and I want to give it to the world.
Talk
I
to
want to give it to you in a way that's not going to cause any hurt or danger to myself or anyone else, right?
yeah.
But what you're dealing with is the fallen lords of light, and the fallen lords of light. This is something that's no secret to anyone. Um, oh, hey, cuz I'm broadcasting. I'm on the radio right now.
So what's up with everybody?
Hey, this is my cousin.
What's up,
Peace
everybody?
God. Peace God.
He on the broadcast with
We're
me.
with it, brother.
Hey, we roommates, but man, listen, he just as awake as I am. But let me go ahead and get into this. Talking about this, the fallen laws of light for you, because I want you guys to understand what's really going on. Um, here's the truth. This is something that they have not told the masses, and this is something that's going to continue to go on until this is acknowledged. And so, what you're dealing with is the fallen lords of light. The fallen lords of light look at human beings like human vegetables, like homegrown vegetables. Okay, you wonder why so many people in the world end up missing without a trace. They're being sacrificed to the fallen lords of light, and that's in trade for technological advantage. You have to look at your real enemy, the 1%. The 1% elite absolutely has access to all this shit. And it's the same thing like I was talking about as far as there's more land on this earth than what people think it is. They're hoarding and they're harboring um, land and resources. So what you're talking about, bro, is the fallen lords of light, and they are not what people think they are. They are consuming people by the daily. I don't know if people understand the nature of a parasite, but a parasite, what it does is it attaches itself to the host and it eats on that host till the host no longer knows what it is anymore. It believes it's the parasite until it's completely diminished. And so I can't not be so uh, any more vivid than what I am. I just have to be careful what I say. You get what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
I'm telling you right now, these folks have been these folks been playing with these entities for a very, very, very long time. And it's a reason why you think you can't get out the hole. It's not because you have a group of people just in America that's global. And there's a lot of people that are have been abducted without it, and look, vanished without a trace. You can't find them. You don't know where to find them. And trust me, they're not hidden like that. Um, all I'm saying is that yeah, absolutely. What you're dealing with is the fallen lords of light. They've probably been
Yeah,
sacrificed.
man. That's crazy. You just said some crazy ass shit, man. A lot of people gonna look back at this episode and be like, damn, cause you just blew my mind with that shit, man.
Brother, it gets deeper. I mean, it really gets deeper. I would have to actually set up a private program where we can sit down maybe for a taping or something like that. Um, off the waves for me to actually really get into who the fallen lords of light is. Um, and it's very real. Is
Yeah,
I can't play with you on this one. I wouldn't dare do it on national waves like this where people can log in and tap into what we're talking about. Um, you have to absolutely understand what the fallen lords of light are. And
right.
and, and when you understand that, you'll understand exactly what they're doing. You have to understand. In fact, let me just say this. I'm gonna take it this far. Just the United States of America alone, what they're operating under is uh, occult magic. And so why they quick to send you to church and you believe on Jesus? They practicing your own spirituality against you.
Damn.
Oh yeah, brother Marcus. I see brother Marcus turn his head to the camera right quick when I said that one. I'm telling you right now. They listen. They are fucking us up with our own magic.
That's
Because
crazy,
number
man.
one, they gave you
Yeah,
this
yeah,
word
it's
out.
very crazy, brother.
They gave you word out.
Very crazy.
They taught you how to spell and pronounce words. And so the language that we're speaking right now is all spells. And we don't even
Hmm.
realize it.
Yeah. Don't you know the name?
It's the same thing with
Don't you know
prayer.
the name?
You lower your vibration.
Yeah. Hey, sorry to cut
Oh,
you
go
off.
ahead, bro.
Don't you know the name? Jesus is not the name. It's a Zeus. The letter J is kind of silent,
Well, yeah.
right? It's it's a Zeus.
Well, yeah, of course. They
Yeah, Jesus.
well, listen, it still doesn't mean that it was a real person. It doesn't mean
Exactly.
that it's a real person.
Right,
What
right,
they
right.
did, and what you're doing is you're going into etymology, right? And if we're going to go into etymology of that name, then we might as well go ahead to the origin, and that's Shinsu. Shinsu is Heru. Shinsu Heru Sut. If you want to know who that name is fashioned
Okay.
after, and it's very powerful vibration when you say that name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. And I'm gonna keep it 100 focused and keep it on phonics. The letter J wasn't even introduced into the English alphabet until after the 1600s,
Exactly.
and so there's no way that it could be called or pronounced Jesus. When you look at the name Jesus or Jesus, um, these names came later in dialect. Uh, when you go back to um, the aspects of the storyline of a so-called Jesus, you have to incorporate not only parts of Asa's life or Sa, but you also have to look at Heru, and you also have to look at Dionysus and other figures like that. There was many Christ before Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
and we're
Mm-hmm.
talking over thousands and thousands of Spanish years before people gave Jesus that name or the title to Christ.
Probably millions
And
of years.
and all I'm saying is you got to get really technical with that one. I'm serious. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's true.
Yeah. So like the Aquarian gospel, right? Where it was talking about Christ basically going to different levels.
Yes.
Can you speak on that? Was there like was he a
Uh-huh.
part of the silent brotherhood?
Well,
Even
see,
though
you
I
have to
know it's
understand
not
now
the real,
again.
like in
Christ is a
not in the
title.
real sense, like a real person, but
Mm. He could be a he could be a
Well,
homosexual.
this is what I want.
Who knows?
And we gonna dive deep. We gonna really dive deep. We gonna really dive deep.
Mm.
Um, when you look at the
what's up,
persona
Stephanie?
of who the Christ is, it could
What's up? What's up? What's
it
up?
could be anyone. Hey, peace and love, goddess.
Peace, peace, peace.
Hey man, listen. I'm telling y'all, I adore her energy. That woman right there is something special,
Yeah.
and she's on a mission to save the world. But I'm going to tell you something. Um, I'm glad that you joined in because you pop in right at the right time. Um, this is what's crazy, family. You have to understand the persona of Christ can fit anyone. So in development of anyone or any specific person that they try to put into that Christ consciousness, you have to look at the growth and development of where they come from. And trust me, it's a progressive stage. Um, They had to first find enlightenment, which was a destructive pattern. It destroyed everything they knew. So, let's take for instance, look at the story of Jesus. What was really going on at the time of his enlightenment, if he was a real person? We know for a fact that he studied out of the temples of Kemet. We know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
When he come out of there at 12 years of age, he was tearing down temples because he was upset. You don't hear nothing about him. You call this your savior? They fucking crucify his ass, and they nail him down with 3 nails on 2 pieces of goddamn wood. So you have to ask yourself, does this make sense to you? I want you to think about this for a second. I want you to think about the gravity of what I'm giving you. What savior of yours would be that goddamn weak? Number one, and then number two, to answer your question, the best brother, what person is this in tune with their higher self, overstands the universe, would even be subject to that?
Right.
Look, I made my brother take off his glasses.
No, I had a little, I had to wipe my face a little bit.
I think today, and that's what that's all I want to do. I don't want to change anyone's mind. I want people to think for themselves, and stop bullshitting. Stop letting somebody think for you.
Mm-hmm.
Think for yourself. Does this make sense, or what does make sense to you?
Shit, that make a lot of sense to me. What about you, Stephanie? That makes sense to you?
It makes perfect sense to me. I also have another meeting going on for what else I do, but I muted them for a while. But yeah, no, it makes perfect sense to me. If you don't think for yourself, like, I mean, I've been conditioned. I mean, this isn't something that I grew up knowing the truth. Hopefully my kids, are going to grow up knowing that. But you lost all opportunity for creativity, all your dreams. You live in somebody else's dreams. Nothing of what's been given to you can take you anywhere else you want to go. And everything, I mean, I learned so much from him, but also he knows I walk around with my notebook. I'm taking notes on everything he's saying. And then I Google it and look it up and I come back with more because I'm a question even him. As much as, I know he know the truth, I'm a question it.
Yeah.
Now you got to question absolutely everything. And once
you got
to
question
get in a child's
everything.
mind again with the whys, you gonna know everything you need to know about anything.
Facts.
That's real. Facts.
True indeed. Yeah.
And I appreciate that, Stephanie. I appreciate that, Stephanie, because just anybody that would take the time to even jot down what I said and look it up for themselves is honorable in my book. There's no way that I don't want nobody to take what I say on face value. I want you to look it up for yourself.
Yeah, you
that's
just brought
your
in the mind.
salvation
You
right
give me
there.
the tools to
Your
go the
ability to
direction I
question.
need to.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
And that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I don't. And if you look it up, I'm be there. I'm gonna be sitting there right there waiting for you to come back, and I'm gonna absolutely say, yeah. I'm not gonna tell you.
Right. At the end of the day, you can teach, you can talk, you can write shit down for people, but they gotta understand that it gotta come from inside of them. It don't matter how much you know talk to a person.
Yeah.
If they don't got that in their heart, if they heart chakra not feeling that, it's not gonna resonate with them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what we
Definitely,
gotta
but I'm
get.
gonna pull on all those strings every chance I get.
Yeah, every chance you get. But always keep that shock, that heart. You hear me? You gotta be heart to heart. All I'm saying is, Stephanie, when you talking to somebody and you feeling their energy, you want to be heart to heart with them. You feel me?
See another human.
Yeah. At their heart. Because when you feel that heart, that's when you feel the universe. You feel that energy more. That heart, that love. Love, that love frequency.
Indeed.
But yeah, we gotta get out of here. We almost at an hour. This Mind Tricks, another episode. Everybody tell the crowd who y'all is. We got Stephanie. Talk to him, Stephanie.
I'm called Stephanie. I'm a bank. I promote cryptocurrency and freedom for everybody to take a shift in the way finances are going for this wealth transfer. So that's what I do. That's what I'm here to try to change the 1%.
Okay. Now, what we got? Who we got? We got Mark. D Mark. Talk to him, Mark.
Yo, fam, this is D Marcus Morgan. I'm just tuning in and just seeing how live it goes. Just seeing how I mean, like I love it. That's all I can say.
Peace. All right, now we got Heru. Talk to him. We finna get out of here, y'all.
Hey,
speak to him one more time, God.
Brother. Anybody can find me anywhere. I'm not hard to find. Yeah, I'm not hard to find. I could definitely you can find me on Facebook or whatever, any place, any platform of social media. But what I'm saying is that I have a genuine interest in love for life.
Yeah.
And so we're shifting into a different paradigm, a paradigm of thinking that is never going to be the same. It is. I'm grateful for 19. I'm grateful because now this brings us a little bit closer.
Yeah.
It brings us a little bit more intimacy with one another, where we can share ideas and we can meet in that special place that was lost a long time ago, which is called common ground. I tell people this all the time. You don't learn nothing old. Well, you don't learn nothing new. You learn something old. It's just new consciousness. And so everything is my teacher, even the ants. They speak too. The soil speaks too. And so when you understand this thing on that level, then you can say you're conscious. You know what I'm saying? And so I want people to understand that my name is Heru Conscious. Okay. I mean, when I'm money, they get the new lease and everything. Right, so I still owe that. Right, and then 2 under next. Yeah, for this one. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's first today. Oh yeah. So I got gotta take care of many more. Hold on, family. You got the new lease and shit like that.
You also get this book right here.
I believe his name.
It's called A Sacred Woman.
So we ain't gotta worry about the future. Right. So they think we ain't gotta worry about it. Just let you know shit. I got the ring. No, but you already know how we do.
Hey, God.
Oh yeah. Because
we
you
gotta
get on this broadcast with us, man. I'm lit. Hey, so I want to say I'm sorry, family. All I want to say is this before we get out of here. I had to. I was trying to chop it up with my cuz real quick, but what I'm telling you right now, family, and what we're going to talk about, I imagine in future events, is that we're witnessing the merging of realities. You are going from third dimensional thinking to fifth dimensional thinking, whether you realize it or not, and it's inevitable. And so you could try your best to run from it, hide from it. You don't want it. It's happening. Your spirit light body is changing, whether you want it to or not. And so we're getting ready to reach a point where religion is going to meet its match. Um, a lot of people's ideology is about to fail. It's about to be a lot of bullshit that's going to drop off. But what I'm saying is that you're in an age now that you're seeing old systems fall away, new systems being reborn or upgraded. And what I'm telling you is right now, I know God Stephanie could speak on that, but we're gonna speak on that on another show. But what I'm saying is that family, don't think I'm crazy. Don't think I'm crazy. Just live in the
No, you
flow, and
good.
you'll see exactly what I'm saying. This shit about to hit
You're
the
cool.
fan out here. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, God.
This shit about to hit the fan out here, and if you're not ready, well, it ain't that you're cool. You gonna be cool. You're gonna be cool regardless, because you ain't got no choice. You're gonna evolve whether you want to or not. So
Yeah.
so so at the end of the day, we gonna keep giving these coach talks. I'm gonna keep me and my brother as long as he had me on the live stream with him.
Oh
I
no,
love to
hey,
see
look,
his music
everybody,
take off
hey,
because my brother's an extremely great artist. I love his music, by the way.
hey, God, I just want to say this, man. Everybody who on the stream right now, Stephanie, Mark, you, everybody invited. Next episode, we just trying to, speak to the people and bring more information to the crowd. So everybody invited. This ain't just for me. This for the world.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
Most
right.
really
definitely.
awesome
Nah, but
opportunity, and
brother, listen,
you're
we
really in a good
appreciate
space,
you
and it's
for
appreciative that
put
you
forth
have a
this platform.
platform like this to be able to speak to people in a real kind of way.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I
Absolutely, and
appreciate
and don't
y'all.
get me wrong. Stephanie and Marcus both would tell you like, you hear me, brother? They'll tell you how much I look forward to this show. So I don't want to hold you too long. I know you gotta get going, but what
Yes.
I'm saying
No, it
is
ain't
that
even that. I'm trying.
I was
It
looking
ain't
forward
that.
to
I'm
this
trying to make
show,
sure
and
that it don't cut
honestly,
off on you.
I
We
but
finna go dead. You hear me?
oh yeah, I got you. All right, man.
Yeah,
So look,
yeah.
brother,
Hey,
I love
look.
you, man,
I,
and hey, peace,
I,
Black Power.
I love you too, God.
We
Peace.
we gonna rock. We're gonna keep rocking this.
Peace, Aboriginal Hotep.
What's up, family?
Hotep, Hotep, and Aboriginal power, African power, all of that. Oh, hey, all right, gotta go. All right, later, guys. It was nice hearing from you and talking to you. Peace and Hotep.